This is going to be the mindset shift that's going to change everything. This is going to be short. This is going to be simple. This is going to be fun. Plus, we have prizes because last week, as y'all know, when Christian and I were doing the Punch the Prize game, apparently the internet cut and I didn't know. So I've written your guys' names down. I've got everybody, all the prizes. We're going to review those in case you missed anything last week. And then we're going to dive into accepting radical responsibility. The mindset shift that will change absolutely everything. Now, you guys, I am coming in a little bit early. If you happen to catch this, when we talk about our topic for today, we're going to be talking about blame. We're going to be talking about the tendency we have to blame our circumstances. And we are going to be talking about accepting responsibility, radical responsibility. And if you guys caught Tony Robbins' I Am Not Your Guru on Netflix, he was speaking to a girl who was actually sharing a story of how she was raised, her relationship with her father. And he said, if you want to blame your dad for what he did, because I think he was an alcoholic, I don't remember the whole circumstance, but her mom was standing right next to her and she ends up like telling this relationship story with her dad and how, it was broken and because he was an alcoholic, all the things. And Tony Robbins said, if you want to blame him for that, you also have to blame him for the good, because look at who you've become because of that. And I thought, well, gosh, that's an interesting spin on it. So we're going to dive into accepting responsibility, radical responsibility. I'm going to give you guys 9 things that you need to do to literally change it all. Okay, so get ready for that if you are ready to accept radical responsibility. And you really do want to make the shifts that can make a huge difference. Type, I'm ready, because that's going to be our topic for today. So before we do that, let's do our prizes and a couple of quick announcements. Number 1, let's go in order. Number 1, let's do Peek at You Social CRM. If you guys do not yet have access to this, who's here with me? Good morning. I don't know who it is, but good morning. Good morning. Yep. Yeah, and Tony Robbins tells a similar story about that, about how, the awful, awful, awful things that happened to him and the lens he chose to view it through and what he did to come out on the other side of it. Okay, if you guys do not have our social CRM yet, what are you doing? What are you doing not having this? Go to peekatu.co/CRM if you have no clue what I'm talking about. This is going to really be for the person, if y'all feel like you are busy, you have no time, you're letting things slide through the cracks, and you're struggling to get it all done. Okay, we have been employing automation through different software for quite a while, be it email marketing, text marketing, social CRMs that do automation on social media, lead generation all the way to close and nurture for customers, team members. But now we have our own. So if you did not know, we have our own that literally not a person in the world besides us has it, because we got the privilege of meeting the creator of the software when nobody else had a hold of it, and we got it here for Peek at You. So it is Peek at You Social CRM with automation. We have a private group for that where we support our students that are using our CRM and our software, and you can get a free trial. So announcement number 1, please, this is going to be a huge, huge, huge focus now that our affiliate programs open up. You can earn 40% on sharing the software. It's a 3-level pay down, just like network marketing. It's a huge opportunity that way as well, but it's a solution. So go check that out to learn more. Second announcement, virtual party challenge is back. Whoop, whoop. Okay, who's excited about this? It's going to be a 1-day event. Virtual Parties is a 1-day event, June 26th, 6 to 9. It's a Monday night. We're doing something different, 6 to 9 p.m. Please tell your teams, 1 night, 3-hour masterclass for free right here. Well, depending on where you're watching this video, but right inside of Social Sales School for the Woman Entrepreneur. So if you're not yet in our private Facebook group, get over there so that you can participate. Now, here's the interesting part. You might go, well, I don't do parties. Okay, remember how we're going to talk about mindset shifts today? One of the mindset shifts I had is like, okay, maybe I don't have to be so above what's working. I could call it something different, right? But I've been doing parties for a long time, 4 years now, 2019, January, 4.5 years, crazy. But I wouldn't anymore say like I do the typical party. We do challenges, right? But even how I sell my class, which is going to be the next thing I teach you guys how to do, even how I sell my coaching programs through events, online events, same system I've used to grow my network marketing company. And I've used it now, I don't know, 750,000 plus network marketing sales. And we're about at 500,000 of sales in our coaching, our classes, and our PCAT-U service to students. And it's mostly been all through online events. Crazy. So I have a complete course. If you've ever taken Virtual Parties Made Simple, let me hear from you. It's one of our most popular courses. And Jacinda said nothing is working for her today. It's okay. We're going to make a mindset shift. And we're doing it as a one-day challenge on June 26th, 6 to 9, right inside of Social Sales School, because it used to be a 3 to 5 day challenge. And let me be honest, taking radical responsibility for my circumstances, I cannot deliver to you guys a 3 to 5 day challenge during the summer. I choose not to. Because of other priorities. And with that being said, I still want to deliver the content. It's one of our most popular. What's up, Daisy Johnson? Whoop, whoop. Daisy's been through that. Okay, so let's get going. Mindset shift that will change it all. Let's read some names real quick. Ooh, oh, shoot. That was one more announcement. Your signature system, 12-week program, $19.97 value. This was given away last week, and the internet did not cut. You guys, this 12-week program is a $19.97 value. Tammy Jordan won this last week when we did the punch prize game. This is our next 12-week class. It's brand new. It is free if you are inside of Impact Makers. So if you're an Impact Maker, you do not have to pay $2,000 for this class. If you are not inside of Impact Makers and you don't have access to Elite through Impact, okay, you're not working with us for a year, but you want to come in, Tammy Jordan got in for free. It is available right now on our store. I will tell you as of the timing of this video, I think it's possible that the special we are running is still up. It might be gone. I don't know. You have to go check. But go to pcatu.com/store and you can learn about it. But what it is essentially is I took the basic concept of what I had learned and I started teaching people. And then I had a coach who said, hey, Kathy, why don't you put that into a program and sell it? And I'm like, I don't know. I never had that idea before because I just took for granted something that I knew that maybe other people already knew, or that as easy as it came to me to figure it out, it would come that easy. And we all make that mistake. And you are an expert in something. So in your signature system, we're going to help you identify what experience have you had. Not something that you could sell, but like your true life story. What journey have you been on? How can you help people? And you're going to put that in to your signature system, your personal, profitable, peaceful business. Okay. And you're going to create your own course, your own program, your own class, your own book. I don't care what it is. You're going to package together something of value to others that is a combination of your passion and your talents, and we're going to help you monetize it. And in that class, this is where I'm going to be teaching you guys how I did that. Then I brought in $30,000 the first 5.5 months I sold mine. The next couple years was another $450,000 over 2 years of packaging what I didn't even know could be sold. Do you know what I'm saying? So congratulations, Tammy Jordan. Anybody that wants to come in with her, go to pcatu.com/store. It starts June 22nd. Cool. Any questions? Please drop them below. Mom Magic Book. That was my collaboration. Tammy Stoltz, I think you did get to hear that you were the winner. If your name's popping on the screen, text me that you are a winner, okay? Action Takers Elite Club for 1 year. Cynthia Height is running the club. And as of June, she's kind of done a club takeover and she's doing an incredible job. They're doing a live video challenge. There's so much excitement and growth in there. Guys, this is only a $57 a month club. This is not the price of impact. Why are you not at least there? the amount of value in there, that community, it is the first step you should take out of our free programs is here. And Angie Hall is getting 1 year inside of the club, $684 value, 1 year. Congratulations, Angie Hall. Angie Hall, text that you won the Action Takers Elite Club 1 year, and congratulations. Party pack, Trisha Graham. That's a mess. Trisha Graham, you may have already texted me about this. Text me that you won the additional virtual parties assets that we have created that we don't normally sell inside of our regular thing. Trisha Faulkner, ooh, we're going to hang out together. One-on-one Facebook audit with me. If you've ever done a one-on-one with our team, they're high value. One-on-one, I mean, you guys, the best thing we can give you is our time. Time is precious, right? My kids are running around right now. I'm here on a video with you guys, right? You have to make a choice how you're going to spend your time. So when we do these, please don't take them lightly, because we're going to be able to personalize quickly what you need to change, what you need to edit, what you need to tweak. So if you can get a one-on-one call with us, me, Carla, Cynthia, take advantage of that time. Okay. Shauna Nelson. Oh, that one's good. Dollars in the bank, baby. That's a mess of writing. I was really fast writing. Cash, Shauna Nelson, please text that you won the cash. Jennifer Bay, you won the Your Signature System ebook and resources. You did not win the full program. The full program is actually 12 weeks of live teaching, Q&A, and a private group with me, but you won the digital resources that y'all can purchase. You can go purchase just the digital resources for $9.97 instead of $19.97 if you don't want the live training time and the Q&A with me, but I would suggest you do the whole program. So Jennifer Bay, if you want to upgrade that, you can. Jennifer Bay, text me that this is what you won. Paula Fankhauser, I think we already did this one together. Social Sales School, done is better than perfect. Notepad, whoop, whoop. Virtual Parties Made Simple course. Oh, Maria, I told you to text me about this because I think you already have this. $497 value, Virtual Parties Made Simple course. Remember, come to the party challenge on June 26th from 6 to 9 if you guys want a Reader's Digest version. Karen Bays. Karen, do you know that you won this? It's messy handwriting. Karen Bays won my Evergreen Party System, a $19.97 value. This is where we level up the basic party, and this is what a lot of people are doing. You will learn about this at the Virtual Party Challenge. Yay, awesome. Okay, all right, let's jump in, seriously. Okay, moving on. Lots of fun announcements. 9 different ways that you guys can literally, the mindset shift that can change it all. Congrats. Yay. Cynthia, you might want to reach out to her too, and I will note that to Aubrey as well, so that in case she doesn't watch this live video. Okay, cool. Thank you, Tammy. All right. Mindset shift that can change it all. I want you guys to get your pen and paper out. Let's do something that we can just finally take responsibility instead of blame everybody else. Number 1, if you're ready for the mindset shift that can change it all, you need to take radical responsibility. And this is 9 ways you can do it. Accepting radical responsibility means taking ownership of your actions, your choices, and the outcomes in life. Now, here's the tough part. You're like, but I'm not in control of the outcome. You're in control of the action. You're in control of your mindset. And right now, I'm about to go to the doctor. They're going to decide if they want to cut something out of my arm, right? Right now, we learned last week that Dylan has an official autism diagnosis. Right now, my dad is needing more support at home. Right now, I'm a single mom. And you look at all these things. And I was listening to Tyler Brown on Wake Me Up podcast. Y'all know I love Wake Me Up podcast. And that was the inspiration for today's topic. And he was saying kind of what we talked about with Tony Robbins. If you want to focus on the bad, you must also choose to focus on the good. So if you're going to sit there and state your circumstances, which are the excuse, right, or the hard, also we must be willing to look at the good. And if you do that, that might just shift you out of it anyway. Number 1, if you guys are ready to accept responsibility, number 1, you got to recognize your power. So somebody type that in the comments below. I feel like I'm a pastor. Recognize your power. I mean, I don't know why I feel like that, because the pastor's like giving us bullet points and I'm like writing them down. Recognize your power. Power. Understand the power you have to influence your life. Okay. We may not have control of our external circumstances. There are going to be things that we do not have control of, but we do have control of three things: attitude, mindset, and the choices that we make. Recognize your power.
Why is this not charging? Why is this not charging?
Hey, listen.
Why is this not charging?
Okay, here's what's going to happen. Mom is on a video, and you're a little bit upset because this is not working the way you want it to, and sometimes that happens. There is a regular charger if you don't want to use that. Okay, so I do not have control over my child, right? But I do have control over my response to his responses. And that's been challenging. I'm like, gosh, why is it like this? Why is it so hard? Why does he respond that way? Why does he talk that way? And I keep trying to shift him. And I'm like, me first. I've got to address how I'm viewing this circumstance, right? How I'm responding to this circumstance, how I think around this, how I respond to it verbally, non-verbally. Okay, number one, recognize the power you have and the control you have over your own attitude, your own mindset, and your own choices. You cannot control my mindset. You cannot control the choices I make, and you cannot control my attitude. You don't have to be around it, but you can't shift it. I have to shift it. Number two, this is so hard. Avoid blame and victim mentality, especially if you've had really wrong things done to you, right? This is not us. Did I? Sweet. Man, I love when he busts in and I get to, okay. You do not get to not accept what happened, right? Like things happened, but we can choose to avoid blame and the victim mentality. So instead of blaming other people, external forces for our circumstances, we have to acknowledge any role we might have played in that, if we did, in creating or contributing to it. We don't want to have this victim mentality. And I will tell you, I remember when Michelle Thompson, oh my gosh. Okay. We used to work really closely with Michelle. You can look her up in this group. She's done some classes for you guys in social sales school. But I was telling her about my circumstances and they were real. And like what was happening was not right. What the behaviors that were around me, I'm like, this is not cool. And she told me I had a victim mentality. And I was like, excuse me? What? Like I'm the one being wronged here. Right. And we can't focus on anything other than what we're going to do. And so then she started being like, what part do you have in this? I'm like, nothing. I'm not doing anything. I'm like, wait a second. So what I started learning through that time with her, so it says, if you have victim mentality, it disempowers you and prevents personal growth. I started to think, how can I be empowered in this situation? What control do I have? What opportunity do I have? And I can change my mindset. I can change my attitude. I can change my actions, right? And I can change my choices. And so one of the big responsibilities that I had in being the victim was that I kept allowing it, right? And I'm talking about as an adult who understood what was going on, who kept trying to force change and get behaviors that were different out of someone and kept allowing it. And all of a sudden I was like, light bulb. I'm the one not setting boundaries. I'm the one who says I have them and then like lets people walk all over them. Do you know what I'm saying? That was a hard conversation. Avoiding blame and victim mentality. It is a hell of a lot more fun. So much more fun to blame my circumstances, to blame people, to blame, I don't know, my boss. I don't have a boss. Probably why I don't have a boss. Okay. Number 3, reflect on your choices. Number 3 says, reflect on your choices. Take time to reflect on the decisions that you've made. So the decisions that you've made and their consequences. Be honest with yourself about the impact of your choices and actions on your life and the lives of others. This self-reflection helps you gain insight and learn from your experience. Now, how can you reflect on your choices? Those of you inside of Impact Makers and PCAT U90, shout out to all of you guys. Where are you at? We have done some Maxwell masterminds together. Now we've done 3, like 10 to 12 week masterminds. And he was teaching us about preparing for a time that we're maybe going to go into coaching or our class, or you're about to, go speak or whatever. Preparing, having enough time to prepare for the situation that you're about to walk into, but also then once it's over, going back and reflecting on the choices that you've made. And I'm like, how many of us never even do that? What would happen if we just stopped? Let's say it's after a party, after a meeting, after a interaction with your child, whatever, and you just stopped and you reflected on the decisions that you made, the decision that you made during that and their consequences. And he says, be honest with yourself about the impact of your choices and actions on your life and the lives of others. Number 4, take ownership of your mistakes. Well, that's not very fun. Number 4, write it down. Take ownership of your mistakes. Accept that you will make mistakes along the way. Acceptance. When I was working with Michelle, awareness of like even something maybe I didn't know, right? Awareness of what is a limiting belief. Awareness of a victim mentality. Awareness of what a mistake is. But then acceptance of it. So the next step is accepting things. And I'm like, first you have to even be aware. Then you accept that you will make mistakes along the way. You're building a business. You're parenting a child. You're working a day job. You have a family. I don't know what all your circumstances are. You will make mistakes. And rather than avoiding or denying them, acknowledging your mistakes, learning from them, and taking responsibility for the consequences gives you opportunities for growth and learning. So if you make a mistake, you don't say, well, I made a mistake, blah, blah. You're like, oh, opportunity for growth, opportunity to learn. Mindset shift. Radical responsibility, the mindset shift that can change everything. And these are just different ways to take radical responsibility. Number 5 is definitely something that if you have number 5, I want to work with you. Embrace a growth mindset. I do not want to work with people who have fixed mindsets. Fixed mindsets blame people. Fixed mindsets cannot think outside of the box. Growth mindset. Adopt a mindset that challenges and that views challenges and setbacks as opportunity for growth and improvement. See failures as stepping stones to success. By embracing a growth mindset, you open yourself up to learning, resilience, and continuous improvement. If you have a fixed mindset, and this again was one of the Maxwell things, we looked at fixed mindset versus growth mindset and how they differ, okay? In a fixed mindset, you don't see the opportunity, right? You don't see any mistake or challenge as an opportunity to grow, as an opportunity to learn. And the people who do probably piss you off because you're like, gosh, like a rock can fall on her head. And she's like, well, look what I learned from that experience, right? But how can you go through life any other way without drowning in all the circumstances? Because gosh, I was thinking last night, if I got to just list out, because I probably don't much talk about the hard unless I'm coming to you guys with a solution or I'm looking for a solution, right? I don't just talk about the hard to be like, I stubbed my toe and this happened. I might be like, so now what do I do about it? Or here's what I did about it, right? I was thinking about if I just listed the hard, and what if you guys did this too? Just be honest about all the challenges you've had in your life, right? The relationships that didn't work out, the babies that you lost, the parents that you lost, the jobs that you didn't excel in, the college that you didn't finish, all the ways people have wronged you. You could sit there and list all of that. But if you're not looking for an opportunity within that, if you're not looking for a learning experience in that, and all we're doing is talking about it, I'm not interested. And it's not to be not sympathetic toward you about that. But I remember my big brother and I were chatting right after my mom died. And it's not that I don't have empathy. I have so much empathy. That's been one of my boundaries I have to set, is to not take on the weight of the world on my shoulders as if I'm God, right? I can't do it all. It's a God complex, ego, right? So my brother was going down this rabbit hole of his circumstances. And I was in the middle of, my mom had just died. I had taken over the family business. I was a single mom. I remember where my car was parked and I was just like, I cannot do this right now. I cannot just listen. I'm like, if you're going to go through this and I have to listen, then I'm going to go through that and you have to listen. But ultimately, unless we're looking for solutions, I'm not interested. Embracing a growth mindset. If you didn't know that was an option, you might have learned today. You might now be aware that you can choose a growth mindset. And it doesn't mean that all of a sudden everything's happy-go-lucky, right? They're still going to be hard, but you choose to learn from it. You choose to grow from it. My mom, till the end, had that mindset. I mean, she had strong faith, right? And she always looked for the opportunity. And man, I watched her suffer. And man, I watched her go through the hard. and roll with it right to the end. Still seeking, still learning, still praying, still spending every ounce of time she could with us. And I'm like, how can you not just want to give up right now? Her physical body wasn't working. There was pain in every movement she made. Mindset, man. Number 6, set clear goals and take actions. I love goal setting. I love action plans. Define your goals and create a plan to achieve them. Simple, tactical. This is really what I love to teach. Mindset shifts matter, but if you're ready to take radical responsibility, you will set goals. Because you know why y'all don't set goals? I know why you don't set goals. Same reason I don't. Now you've got to actually go take action and be accountable to doing the things that can get you toward the goal. Define your goals. Don't be scared. Write them out. What are you dreaming about? Without it being on paper, it's just a dream. Let's write it down. Let's make it a goal and let's put an action plan behind it. This is what we do inside of Impact Makers. If y'all do not know about our Impact Makers 1-year program, type, I don't know what that is. This is one of the first things is our GPS. Defining your goals, creating a plan to achieve them. Because if you say, this is my goal, and I say, how are we getting there? You're like, don't know. Okay, well, I want to go to Florida. I need the GPS. I need the paper map. I need an Uber. I need a Tesla that can drive me there. I need the step-by-step, right? So you got to define your goals, create a plan to achieve them, take consistent action toward your goal, even if it's little baby steps, right? Even if it's getting healthy and it's standing up right now, doing a live with you guys and doing butt squeezes and calf raises the whole time we're tired. I'm just still doing a little bit of something, right? I watched Teddy on Real Housewives of Orange County. I was watching her reels today, and she's walking on her treadmill. And she's like, I got to get movement in no matter what. So she's got this desk set up like this, and she's got her walking treadmill under it. That's the next thing I need, right? And so if it's little baby steps in your business, dude, employing automation can make you be a little bit more consistent than you've already been. Shout out to the solutions that we're bringing you. Bam. That's why we created it, right? We created solutions for busy people because you must stay consistent. And I know you guys have a lot going on, right? Take consistent action toward your goals, knowing that you're responsible for the outcomes based on you have the responsibility to go take the action. Be proactive in pursuing what you want rather than waiting for things to happen. Oh my gosh, I am going to go start working out once I lose 10 pounds. I am going to write the book once I'm confident that people will buy it. I'm going to put together my signature system once I'm sure exactly what it's going to look like when it's all done, right? Where's our signature system that Tammy won? I'm going to start when, no, it doesn't work that way, right? So you're not really going to know what's working until you go take some kind of action, and then you can figure out what's not working. What, baby?
It's time to go.
It's 10 o'clock? 3 minutes. Thank you for the warning. I appreciate that. Not okay. Not okay. All right, 3 minutes. Okay, learn from feedback and criticism. Be open to feedback from others and be willing to consider different perspectives. Constructive criticism can provide valuable insights and help you identify areas for improvement. So rather than being defensive, approach feedback with a growth mindset. We got to fly through these because I do have to go. Number 8, practice self-reflection and self-accountability. Don't look to me to be your accountability coach, because ultimately I can set up some systems and some groups and meet you some people, but ultimately you are accountable to yourself. So regularly assess your thoughts, your behaviors, and your actions, and hold yourself accountable. Find your buddy. You reach out to somebody, right? Hold yourself accountable for aligning your actions with your values and goals. This is the best advice. Alignment. Your actions, do they align with your values and goals? Your values and goals, not my values and goals. Me and my sister were having a conflict about something. I didn't agree with what she was doing. And she's like, Catherine, I'm not convicted about that. I'm like, what does that mean? It wasn't a deal breaker for her. It wasn't questioning her values or, her goals. It didn't go against that. It went against mine. Therefore, I was placing judgment on what she was doing. Feel me? So practicing self-reflection, self-accountability through journaling, meditation, or you can even seek guidance of a mentor, coach. That's why we create our groups and have things like that for you guys to aid in self-reflection. And last, oh baby, maintain a positive attitude. Easier said than done, but basically you are what you surround yourself by. So when I was surrounded by a lot of negative people, it's so easy to go down that rabbit hole. And that's why with this kiddo, it is hard because he's just wired different. I have to work really hard to maintain the positive attitude. Cultivate a positive attitude and focus on solutions rather than dwelling on problems. So much more fun to dwell on the problems. Doesn't get you forward. Accept setbacks and challenges are a part of life, but your response to them determines your growth and success. So the mindset shift you must make: accept responsibility, radical responsibility. It's an ongoing process. It never stops. It is a growth process. It requires self-awareness, self-discipline, and a commitment to personal growth. By taking ownership of your life and choices, you empower yourself to create the future that you desire. And this is why we put so much personal growth, personal development inside of our program. So much mindset work, because 80% of the game, you get this, then you can go employ the strategies I teach you in virtual parties. Then you can go play whatever hacks you need to play to beat the algorithm. Then you can go start your 12-week signature system and go make your 5,000 to 10,000 a month extra, just like I did. It is a freaking mindset game. So write that down. It is a freaking mindset game. All right, I'm going to take the kids to Jess's, going to my doctor appointment. Karen Bays, did you hear what you won? Karen Bays, Evergreen Party System. If you did not see that, Karen, text me. All right, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. I know I'm ending when I typically start, but I do have to leave now. Go have a great day. If you are inside of our software, I will see you this afternoon. Hopefully at 12 o'clock, I'll be done with my doctor. I'm going to do a training for you guys and impact makers. I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, bye for now.